everyone, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over my top picks for spring perfumes with you guys. So I just went over mists in, I believe, my last video. I'll link it down below. And I wanted to go through some perfumes. Some of them are the same, like if I have the perfume version of the mist, but the majority of them are different scents, all scents that I love just layering up in the spring or wearing on their own. They're just perfect for this time of year. So if that sounds like something you guys are interested in, let's go ahead and jump right on into the video. So I figure I'll go over the repeats first, just to kind of quickly touch on them and then move on. So first up is Sparkling Hibiscus from Mix Bar. This one's just such a pretty, bubbly, fruity with a little bit of a floral to it from the hibiscus. It's like champagne toast, but like a little bit more elevated because of, I think, the florals that it has in it. But it's just super pretty, super like girly, and just a nice feminine kind of scent for this time of year. I don't know, I absolutely love this. So then up next is Pear Blossom from Mix Bar. So this one, it's another fruity floral scent from the brand, but this one is more floral rather than fruity. Like there's still pear in it, but it's a lot more floral forward. But it's still really pretty and just like a fresh, bright kind of a springy scent. The kind of floral that like I like, where it's not in your face or like you just shoved your nose in a bouquet of like mixed flowers. Those are never my favorite kinds, but this is really pretty. Like I said in my other video, it's just like these two from the brand are the perfect spring scents. I love like vanilla bourbon, whipped almond. Glass rose is okay, but it's a little bit too floral for me, which is why I'm not putting it in this video. But like these two are like their spring scents, and I think they just shine beautifully this time of year. And then I also wanted to include Pistachio Please from Finery because it's perfect in both forms. It works regardless of if you have the mist or the perfume. It's perfect for this time of year. It's a little bit sweeter, a little bit more gourmand, but it's still like creamy and light. Super pretty. Definitely if you're like a gourmand sweet lover, this is the perfect like spring gourmand, but it's not super like heavy and decadent like maybe Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth is a very, very sweet scent. It doesn't have like a spiciness to it that I typically associate with like fall winter scents. It's like I said, it's just sweet and bright and really pretty. I've been loving it, so of course I just wanted to include it. And then the last repeat before I get on to actual like new scents is Gingham Vibrant. I love this. I love this so much. I'm working through my little travel size right now, and then I cannot wait to break out this big one. But it's just perfect. It's a beautiful blackberry scent, but it's got the violet and the vanilla that kind of like round it out a little bit more. I will say the blackberry is more prominent, and then the other two notes are a little more subdued, but still so pretty. It's just one of those that it's like, this is the kind of thing I want to smell like all the time in the spring. I gravitate towards fruity scents and like vanillas and sweet scents. Florals aren't typically my vibe. So when spring comes around, I gravitate towards like fruity scents, berry scents, pear scents, stuff like that, peach. I do a lot of peach in the springtime. It's just so pretty. But those are my kinds of vibes, so this fits perfectly with that. Like I said, just a beautiful blackberry scent. So moving on to the rest of the scents, which are not repeats from my mist video. So first up is Flower Bed from Finery. You guys know how much I love this scent. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I know it's got green apple in it and then some kind of florals, but it's just like, this is my kind of floral scent. Because like I said, that apple just shines. It's a fruit with floral, but it's a pretty apple. It's not like your typical body care apple. Like it's just, it smells more realistic than a typical body care apple in my opinion. And then it's got those like floral notes as well. But this is a favorite of mine just in general, but for the springtime, like you guys can see my dent, and I don't use a lot of perfume, so anytime there's a dent like that, you know I've been loving it. But it's just so perfect for this time of year. It pairs beautifully with so many different things too. I'm pretty sure I was wearing it with Gingham Gorgeous the other day, and that was a really pretty combo. So like anything that's flowery, but you want to add a little bit of a fruitiness to it, or just on its own. I wear this all the time on its own. Like a day where I don't want to like go heavy with a mist and then a perfume and do the layering and all that, I'll just chuck this on and go. It's so pretty that way. But as far as spring scents go, this is like one of my top favorites. I absolutely love this. Now in a similar sort of vein is Flower Moon from Pacifica. This one has peach, jasmine, and then something else. I cannot remember the third note, but it's a peachy version of Flower Bed in my opinion, where instead of apple it's got peach, but then it's still got those like flowery aspects in the background. This is stunning with Gingham Gorgeous. I remember that, I was wearing that a ton, but it's just so pretty. One of my favorites from the brand. Super bummed they didn't like repackage this like they did with Silver Moon, Island Vanilla, that whole big repackaging that they did, and then releasing a couple new scents. But this one's so good. I'm definitely savoring my bottle now, but I'm honestly still using it a ton because it's so pretty. It's a little dusty. I need to like dust off my perfumes because, you know, they sit there. I don't like really mess with them unless I'm using them. And even then they still just gather dust. That's the way things go. But I love this. If you have it in your collection, break it out for the springtime. This is the perfect time of year for it. Like I said, I've been loving it with Gingham Gorgeous, but I also think like this would go well with Flower Bed, maybe even like a Gingham Vibrant. Love Spell is super, super pretty. Anything that's got like a flowery peachiness to it, this just like makes everything shine. It's stunning. Absolutely love this one. So this next one is fairly new in my collection. I think they just released it pretty recently, and I'm not going to be able to pronounce the name, so I'll just show you guys the bottle, but it is from Le Monde Gourmand, and it is so good. Oh my goodness. It's got like a marshmallowy peachiness to it, but it's a whipped lighter marshmallow, not like Find Your Happy Place or Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth, where it's more like gourmand and heavy. This is in more of a similar vein to Daffodil Daydreams, where it's like a lighter whipped marshmallow. So pretty. Oh my goodness, I am in love with this. This is the kind of thing where like halfway through the day, once you know like your mist or your perfume has faded, you can't really smell it anymore, I'll chuck this on and just like be smelling myself constantly. It smells so good. Again, it goes really well with like a peachy scent. So like I've been wearing it a lot with Love Spell and then Love Spell Candied, because that one is a more like marshmallowy peach, but it's so pretty. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love this one. I wish it was available more places than just Ulta, but at least it is available at Ulta. I had to get mine online because it's not available in my store. I don't know that they're carrying it in my store, at least not yet, so I know I can get it online. But regardless, I love this. It's highly, highly recommend if you like Daffodil Daydreams, but you want like a peachy version, go for this. It's so pretty. Like, oh my goodness, I can see myself flying through this bottle. I've already used a decent chunk already. I know it's kind of hard to see, but like these things are filled like to the brim where the juice is touching like the lid essentially, and there's already a decent dent. I love this. It's so pretty. I feel like I could just talk in circles about it all day long. It's also got like a nostalgic kind of a scent too. Like in the background, it's almost got like a cotton candy, like Body Fantasies cotton candy. But I don't know, it's so pretty and sweet and fruity. I'm obsessed. Now the other Le Monde Gourmand I've been loving, and again is just like perfect for the spring. Not gonna be able to pronounce this one either, but it is their like strawberry one that they just released. Oh my goodness. This is like a more strawberry version of Strawberry Pound Cake. It's stunning, it's so pretty. The only thing I will say is, I don't know if it's just like my bottle in particular, but once I spray it, like it's a little tacky afterwards. I haven't noticed that with any of their other perfumes, so I don't know why it does that, but it doesn't really bother me. Maybe it means the smell sticks longer. I don't know. But it's so pretty. Like I said, Strawberry Pound Cake in a perfume. Oh my gosh, I love it. And they finally came out with it like on Amazon, which I don't know. I just prefer ordering from Amazon sometimes. That way I don't have to, like my phone is slow. So if I try to order from other places, it takes forever. Like the other day, my jeans, my poor sad work jeans, finally split, so I needed to order some new pairs. It took me, I kid you not, 45 minutes to order 2 pairs of jeans from American Eagle, because that's how slow my phone is. So if I can just hop on Amazon and order something, it's so much faster that way. I don't have to like enter shipping information, card information, all that. So very glad this is available on Amazon now. And weird tangent aside, I love this. It's like almost a little bit brighter than Strawberry Pound Cake too, which makes it really feel like a good spring scent. But just in general, if you love Strawberry Pound Cake and you want a perfume version of it, this is like the best thing out there. All right, so moving on to a couple of Victoria's Secret perfumes. First up is Bombshell Glamour. This is so pretty. It's like a more sophisticated peach scent. So whereas the Le Monde Gourmand, again, not gonna be able to pronounce that, is more like marshmallowy and airy and sweet, this one's a little bit more like perfumey. Goes really beautifully with Diamond of the Season from Bath & Body Works. Such a beautiful combo. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more elevated, a little bit more sophisticated, also the bottle is stunning. Like, look at this bad boy. She's gorgeous. I don't know if it's still available online because I got it on like the clearance page a few months ago. So I've had it kicking around a little bit, but I want to say it was like their Christmas release. But regardless, if you have this in your collection and you want like a more sophisticated peachy kind of scent for the springtime, or like a date night peach, a special occasion peach, like I said, I love peach, so that's why I have multiple peach options, because it's just such a pretty scent when it's done right. Sometimes it's a little funky, like that peach scrub from Tree Hut was a little off, almost like acidic-y, but this is not that. This is a beautiful peach. And yeah, that's, I mean, I'm gonna keep saying the same 3 things about it, but it's super pretty this time of year. It also lasts a pretty decent amount of time as well. I'm struggling to put the lid back on, but regardless, I had to include this. Like I said, it's a little bit more of a sophisticated option. Now, the other option from Victoria's Secret is, again, a discontinued one. That is Wicked. This is if you want more of like a vanilla option, but not like a spicy vanilla or a gourmand vanilla or something that's just a little bit too heavy, even though I'll be wearing those all spring anyways. This is just like a lighter, powderier, more powdery. It's got more powderiness to it. It smells powdery. Listen, I've been up since 3, but it's a more powderier-ness version of a vanilla. Oh. Oof, that was rough. But it's a really pretty powdery vanilla. Just, I don't know, I think it's really pretty. But if you have it in your collection, break it out for the springtime. If you love vanillas, but again, you don't want something like heavy, cakey, gourmand, this is the kind of thing to go for. I just think it's super pretty. Now, speaking of vanillas, I also wanted to recommend Vanilla Potion from True Fragrance. This thing has been everywhere. It was such a viral scent there for a while. Like TJ Maxx released it and it was instantly sold out. And then they re-released it in a couple different bottle styles. And then I believe they renamed it to Vanilla Citrine. I'm not super positive. When they did their like their strawberry macaron and their pistachio delight, those little bottles, I believe they re-released this one in that packaging with a different name. Not super positive, but I think. But regardless, this thing lives up to the hype. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness, it's such a good vanilla. But it's like, it's a vanilla. It's not complex in my opinion. Like it knows what it is and it does what it is very well. It's so pretty. It's almost got like a little bit of a citrus in like the way back, but I just get like almost warm vanilla sugar vibes from this. Let's see. It's maybe like when you initially spray it, it's a little bit of citrus, but like as it dries down, it just smells good. I've been wearing this, I mean, all the time, honestly. I love this, but I've been loving this. It's so pretty. And it's, like I said, it's more of like a true vanilla. It doesn't have like a spiciness, cakiness, all that stuff to it, but it's just really pretty. And as someone who will wear vanilla all year round, this is like the kind of vanilla I will wear all year round. Now, another TJ Maxx perfume is Rare Vanilla Blossoms from Jones, New York. This one, I've said it from the beginning, it smells like fresh vanilla blossoms from Bath & Body Works. Maybe a slightly more floral version of that, because that one I will say is a little bit sweeter, but they're still super pretty, super similar. In fact, if you put these two together, it would probably give that same effect. But regardless, super pretty, a little bit more of like a more floral vanilla as opposed to the powdery and then just like the true vanilla that I've mentioned so far. But I really enjoy it. I think it's super pretty, and it was also really affordable, which when I'm looking for perfumes, that's like a big component, is it has to be affordable. I think of all the ones I'm mentioning, this was the most expensive, and I got it for like 50 maybe. I'd have to double check because I got it on clearance, but anything more than that is too much, in my opinion, for my own personal collection. Everyone else can enjoy those really expensive perfumes. I'll settle for my TJ Maxx perfumes. They work just as well, in my opinion. But super pretty, just a really pretty flowery vanilla scent, perfect for this time of year. Now the last one I wanted to recommend is my absolute favorite from this brand, like nothing else compares, and that is Sugarberry from Good Chemistry. This is a cotton candy scent. It's so sweet. Oh my goodness, I love this. It's been a hot minute since I've worn it because it's been so cold over here, but like now that we're finally warming up, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to break this thing out. It's so sweet. It's a sugary berry scent. I love it. I wish I could find more from the brand that I love because this is so good, but like nothing else compares. So I'd rather just, have a million of these and, Unknown Legend, Pink Palm, all that, whatever everyone else can have. This will be mine. I love it. This is one of like the first perfumes I got, and I'm still loving it just as much now as I did a little over a year ago when I got it. I don't know, it's perfect. It's so pretty, just like the perfect cotton candy, sweet berry kind of a scent. And again, very, very affordable. It's a Target perfume, so you can find them on sale too. Like they run a lot of sales in the beauty section, especially if you're like Target Circle, then you can clip all those coupons and all that stuff. But I love this. Again, just perfect for this time of year. Perfect with like Among the Clouds, Gingham Vibrant, Butterfly, any berry type of scent or scent you want to add a little bit of sweetness to. This is perfect. All right, so those are all of my spring recommendations. I want to hear from you guys. What are you loving for perfumes this time of year? Have you tried the new Le Monde Gourmand scents? Do you like Vanilla Potion? Or are you really just not like a sweet berry floral kind of girl? Do you like spicy scents for the springtime? Let me know down below. Also, let me know if you have any recommendations for me. I'm always on the hunt for like good perfumes, especially good affordable perfumes. Like let me know down below. I would love to hear from you guys. All right, you guys, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave me a like and a comment below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.